All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the latest installment of The Hook. I am Kyle, or Trigger, from SavingCountryMusic.com. This is my co-host, Silas Lowe, the great songwriter Silas Lowe. Give it up to Silas. Yeah, so what we're going to do here is we're trying to find the next great song and the next great songwriter. We're coming live from Sagebrush and the live music capital of the world, Austin, Texas. We've had a bunch of songwriters sign up. I've got numbers corresponding to their names here in this hopper. We're going to pull them randomly. They're going to come up and play a song. We're going to give our feedback on it. But this isn't just it's not a competition at all, and it's not just a songwriter showcase, and it's not just a glorified open mic. What we're really trying to do here is stimulate a conversation about songs, what makes a great song, what makes a great songwriter, and also create some solutions to a lot of the problems that are plaguing a lot of music. You know, you see people complaining about AI a lot these days. You see people complaining about how your favorite musicians, they can't get any traction in the algorithm. You see so many artists having to cancel tours these days just because they're not selling as many tickets as they once did. So the Hook is not a solution. We're not going to solve all these problems. We're definitely not going to solve them overnight. But it is an attempt to address these things, to try to create a community that starts here in Sagebrush but goes international. That's why we're taping it, to try to address some of these problems and give some more support to up-and-coming songwriters as well as established songwriters. So again, it's not a competition, but we do give incentives. So if you come up and you play, and you're really bad, you don't get anything. But if you play and you're good, we like your song, you get a hook patch. And then if you play and you really knock us out of the park, if you really knock it out of the park, you get a silver hook patch. And then if you just absolutely blow our minds, you can win the coveted gold hook patch, which allows you to come and play at the Hook whenever you want. You can circumvent the whole sign-up deal. I think we have a gold patch winner in the audience this afternoon. And also, if you're just really, really terrible, we also have the dreaded bell. But as everybody knows, I'm too much of a wimp. I rarely, if ever, ring the bell. It's more just a prop. But who knows? Maybe somebody will get belled today. We'll see. So I'm going to pick the first name, or the first number, 86. All right, so 86, you're going to be first. 86, get ready. And as 86 gets ready, I'm going to announce our special guest. So this guy, great songwriter, native Texan who's been based in the Austin music scene since 2006. He's a country singer and songwriter, but really his music has kind of a folk disposition to it. I like to consider it sort of like untethered country or uninhibited country. Like he's unafraid of taking country places where it probably needs to go and should go, stretching the boundaries. A hell of a front man and a performer too. You see a lot of like comparisons to Springsteen with him. He's currently doing a Friday night residency at the White Horse here in Austin through August. He's also got a really cool thing in Nashville. So if you're watching this from Nashville, it's called Armadillo Wednesday, and it's at the Countrypolitan downtown. Really cool thing. He plays and he invites people has guests with him. His latest album is called Dove. It was released in September of 2025. Really great stuff. The first song on there, one of my favorites, is called Born on a Saturday Night. He recorded it with Silverado, another Austin legend band. He's also got a new song called Gas Station Dice. That's his latest single. But he's not just a great songwriter and performer, great member of the Austin music scene here. He's also a great leader. That's why I wanted to have him. You know, I try to find people who can come up here and really, really symbolize the kind of leadership that music needs through these times. To get us through all these sort of like the technological dystopia that we're experiencing. So would you please welcome to the Hook stage, Jonathan Terrell.
Hey guys. Hey all guys. All right. How we feeling?
We're feeling good. You want to play us a song?
Yeah.
What's the name of the song?
You said something about unreleased. This is kind of an old song. I was thinking about it this morning, but I haven't played it in about 7 years. It's called "I Still Dream of Horses," and it's I don't know. This was not on my accolades list, but I was also the 92, 93 Gregg County 4-H president.
There you go. Hey,
so
man.
There's some history there. Yeah.
All right.
But this is semi-biographical, and it's called "I Still Dream of Horses."
All right.
How could I forget him? He was the color of the moon. Eyes of tumbled sapphire sunk deep into lagoons. Hooves made of thunder, rolling with no end. 1,000 years of wonder, he was my best friend. Well, June was full of rain and the fields full of mud. When the bone went through his leg, he quivered, and the blood inside the pounding silence, I could feel his pain. And I begged for his forgiveness, ran my fingers through his mane, placed my finger on the trigger, cursed the hand that forces, closed my eyes at night, and I could not dream of horses. I could not dream of horses. Oh, so why, tell me why, would the wind call out my name? Try as I might, I would never be the same. Run between the shadows, run beneath the pines. When chasing down the moonlight, it's so hard to define. It's natural forces, somewhere between the wind and sky. I could not dream about horses. So I moved up to the city about the age of 21. I tried to grow a mustache, I tried to have some fun, but I missed the open spaces, all covered by the streets. Oh, these boots seem to wear out faster, walking on concrete. In the hustle and the blow, all the stopping and the going, illuminated buildings light up people down below, and rivers of cars, all drifting from their sources. And if I dared to close my eyes, well, you know I dream of horses. Oh, so why, tell me why, would the wind call out my name? Try as I might, I would never be the same. Run between the shadows, run beneath the pines. When chasing down the moonlight, it's so hard to define. It's natural forces, somewhere between the wind and sky. I still dream about horses. Somewhere beneath the city lights, I still dream about horses. Thank you.
Man, great stuff. That's like a quintessential country song, you know, like the moving from the country to the city and then sort of regretting it, but also but so poetically done and such an intimate performance. Like, sometimes you get up on stage and it's a rock and roll show, but
yeah, I mean, I try to entertain everybody the best I can, but it's kind of like hopefully the lyrics will sink in. But I mean, I feel like, I don't know. Right before I came here, I was like, man, I haven't played this song in like almost a decade, and I never put it out.
Oh, it's not. It's unreleased.
No, it's unreleased.
Sure, you should cut that thing, man.
Yeah, I should probably cut that thing. But
Yeah.
This room is full of songwriters that probably should have done something.
Well, yeah. It's very true. Very true.
Yeah. But,
well, man,
I love that song. Thank you. Thank you for guys for being so patient with it too.
Oh, yeah. So I just want to talk to you real briefly before we get started here, because also, so in 2025 for Saving Country Music, I was reporting on this situation that was happening to a lot of independent songwriters and performers where their albums and their songs were getting caught up in this like streaming fraud situation. The long story short, what was happening was you had a lot of fraudsters putting up tracks that were just repurposed or whatever, maybe it was AI, and then they were putting them in playlists so that then they could have bots play the songs. Not to get too much in the weeds, but it was just a way to like scrape money out of the streaming system. And what would happen is they'd use these independent songwriters who, they had a following, but maybe they weren't the biggest artists, and so they didn't have a label behind them that was monitoring for all this stuff. And then what would happen is Spotify or one of these networks would come in and they would take down the entire album from this poor independent artist, saying, hey, you're involved in streaming fraud. And like, these were literally the last people that would ever be involved in these kinds of things.
Yeah, this record was 6 years old, so it wasn't like I was paying some bot farm in Bulgaria to get me another 40 streams,
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, so there was like the Piedmont Boys, Cam Pierce, Grayson Jenkins, Anna Westcott, Juliet McConkey, another artist from Austin here. But anyway, yeah, that happened to your album Westward. But man, like, what was really cool about that? I mean, obviously it sucked that happened to you, and you got the record back. But what was really cool about it, and it became one of the inspirations for the hook, because as opposed to just like getting your record back, you put together a PDF of like, hey, this is what I did to get my record back reinstated. And you also gave pointers of like how to make sure that doesn't happen to you.
Right.
And then you did a really cool event. It was at where was it at?
High Noon.
High Noon, yeah. Back on the east side. You got everybody in a room and you like had a discussion about it. And you played the song, you played the album that got taken down.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of great songwriters there. And that was like in what, December of 2025?
Yeah, it was December, yeah.
And it just made me realize that all these technological issues that we're dealing with, whether it's AI or it's this album takedown that songwriters have had to deal with, that really what we need to start doing, social media is great, and it's allowed so many people to connect with so many other people that otherwise wouldn't. But there really is something about getting in a room in a local place and like cultivating that community and creating those personal relationships that makes it so powerful against the algorithm and against the technological dystopia,
It was really powerful, not just to see the hundreds of independent artists that had their songs taken away, or sometimes they just had them taken away and they're just like, and I just never put it back out because I was downtrodden about the whole thing. And I just said, well, I guess that song just doesn't live anywhere anymore. And see that happen to like mostly to my Austin community, who's, I've been through hell and high water in this town for the last 23 years. To see them kind of get kicked, and it was kind of like, so when this happens at some point, here are some things you can do to just like take like the ball. They basically look at your independent artists of like, we're just going to take this away, and if they don't make a fuss about it and they don't really notice, then then it doesn't matter. But if you kick back, and I've, thankfully like my small but mighty fan base like went fucking ballistic on them. And
Absolutely.
TuneCore DM'd me finally, and they're just like, please tell your people to like back up, like stop, you know. But I mean, I was getting messages about people. There's a guy that I was talking to. One of the songs on the record, you know, he found this record when he was like a fireman, and this is a true story. Like, he had pulled a lady out of a burning building and done CPR on her for 20 minutes, and she died in his arms.
Oh.
He went and like into a deep depression. He was like holed up in his apartment for months, and then he found this record randomly. He's like, I listened to it 100 times, and on the 100th time, I got up and I called a counselor because I was going to kill myself. And I'm like, so, as crazy it is to hear that, you're like, your songs are probably that important for somebody, because the reason you're writing these things are for somebody to find one day in the right moment when they need it the fucking most. You know, that's why you're doing this, you know? And to get some things off your chest, obviously. And the chicks.
Man, it's a perfect example. That's what songwriting is about, right? I mean, it's not just the commercial thing. It's about helping people, sharing stories, sharing human stories, connecting, and yeah, man, give it up for.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being here, and thanks for being a leader.
My pleasure.
Yeah, in Austin music and beyond. Yeah.
It's easy to feel like you can be on an island somewhere, like especially if you're at home and just going like, oh, I'm irrelevant. You know, like I'm not selling this many records. I don't have this social media following. But you never know. You never know. Like, you have a couple thousand Spotify listeners once a month. You never know how deeply you're affecting somebody quietly from the shadows, and that's equally as important as playing an amphitheater, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well said. Well said. Thanks for being here, man.
My pleasure. Good to see you guys.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to call the second number here, which is going to be 81. So 81, get ready. And let's get a number 86 up to the stage.
How you doing?
All right. T.D. Stevens. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. So, man, I'm glad we pulled you again, because you finished off the last show, but we didn't get to have an interview with you or talk to you about your song or anything. So glad you got up. And the last time you got here was only like the first or second time you'd ever been up on stage. Is that right?
Yeah. I've been writing my whole life, and the past 6 years or so, I've been trying to form them into songs, and here I am. So
sweet. What's the song you're going to play for us?
This song's called "Over the Pines."
Over the Pines.
It's about addiction and falling in love, and that little sense of hope that you are holding on to when everything catches up.
Gotcha. Take it away.
Paint the sky with your fingers. Dip your hips in the sea. Strawberry buoys, uncharted territory. Take something, make it better. Skip the in-between. Walk that track with sparkling strings. Never thought there'd be a time. Never thought that there'd be a time for the end of the line. Had one I cracked up on the hillside for the sun to peek over the pines. Never thought there'd be a time. my guts all fluttered. Butterflies they sting. Caged in this cheap suite, crack a bag and set them free. Take me back to Sayulita, where all the dogs live like kings. We travel deeper into tunnels of life, death, and colorful rings. Never thought there'd be a time. Never thought that there'd be a time for the end of the line. Had one eye cracked up on the hillside for the sun to peek over the pines. Never thought there'd be a time. Thank you.
All right, T.D. Stevens, sweet stuff, man. I didn't notice, and maybe it's just this song in particular, just the like Cat Stevens of it all that you like really brought out, and it's very endearing, and I really like the way that when you sang, I guess you could call it the hook or whatever. Never thought there would be a time for the end of the line, like. The way that the song sort of builds is such, your delivery is so quiet, but the way you built to that line really sucked you in, like centered your attention on what that song's all about. So tell us a little bit about yourself. We didn't get to talk to you last time. Where are you from? Who are you?
Yeah, well, I'm from Portland, Oregon. Grew up on the coast out there. And, I've been writing ever since I was a kid, and I started playing at churches, at the young age of 12 and 13, and I had the falling out, and in my mid-20s, a lot of my friends continued playing music, and I went down the bar nightlife path, and around 2020, I guess that was when everything sort of caught up to me, and really fell back into writing again. I never thought I had something to say, being like a, very cis-presenting white masculine male, like it's just some party boy, right? But after finding the right therapist in recovery, I really found poetry to be a thing I held on to deeply as a way of taking those difficult, all-encompassing feelings and trying to distill it to something,
Yeah.
Shame's kind of a shitty souvenir, but at least, with it all, there's something you can identify and be proud of, and at least love that part of yourself for that time.
Wow, well said, man. I mean, so when you say you had a falling out, did you have a falling out with the church? Did you have a falling out with life? Or what were you falling out of?
I think all the above. I mean, all my friends were writing songs and playing shows, and man, I could never say anything like that. But, when you're in the storm of grief and trauma and addiction, I think it was when I finally got out of that and was able to really reflect on those times that I really found that, shit, man, I actually have a lot I need to say and figured out, and writing it down, and, I kind of put the guitar in the closet for about 12 years and picked it back up and have been trying to, find a way to get some of this out. And that's kind of the thing.
So how did you end up here in Austin?
My wife and I moved down about a year and a half ago, just looking for adventure. And
well, you'll find it down here if nothing else.
Good. Yeah.
Watch out for the bars, though.
I've spent a lot of my times in bars. I used to be a bar owner until 2020, and then
In Portland?
in Portland,
Yeah, Portland's got like the sort of a infamous bar scene. Every little neighborhood has its own little
Oh, yeah,
neighborhood bar,
definitely.
right?
Yeah.
I lived in Oregon for a little while. I never lived in Portland proper, but everybody's got their little Portland spiel. It's like, oh, I like the Northeast, and someone else is like, oh, I like the Southwest, and then someone else is like, well, no, actually, it's the Northwest. And then if you really want to throw someone for a wild card, you go, you know what? I like Gresham. I think Gresham's great. And then they don't know what to say to you. So anyway, everybody has their little geography that they do. And I don't know what any of these places are, but I do know that they've all got like cool little local bars. And I've gone to quite a few of them.
Yeah, man, it's a great town. We love it,
lot of
and we
strip
miss
clubs.
it. But
What's that?
A lot of strip clubs, too.
Well, there you
Isn't
go.
it more strip clubs than churches?
World capital of strip clubs,
I
yeah.
thought that was Dallas, didn't?
No, that's the churches.
Okay. Oh, okay. There you go. There you go. Well, strip clubs or churches, one or the other. Awesome. Well, yeah, man. So let me turn it over to these guys, see if they got any feedback. Silas, what do you got for
Hey,
us?
man, really, really nice. I'm really glad that it seems like you settled in a little bit. Once you're singing relaxed, it was like really compelling. I think some of the imagery is wonderful. My first thought would be to switch the verses. I think "My guts all fluttered, butterflies that sting" is like a really strong opening line, and I think like opening lines can really set the tone for a song. So that was like a thought I had. I think I'd want the chorus to be more hooky, maybe. Like it feels very much like a verse, and it's a very sensitive song, and so I kind of get that there's a tone being set. But sometimes I want like more of a differentiation between the verses and the chorus from like an emotional impact standpoint.
that's super helpful. Thank you.
I do like that change over in the Pines. That's really nice. Really nice work though. Really nice playing, nice singing. I think if you had said it was about falling in love and addiction, I might have missed the falling in love part. Some of this feels very inside baseball to you, and even though the language is really beautiful, I think if I didn't have the lyrics and if you hadn't kind of foreshadowed what the content was, it might have been hard for me to like fully dig into where the character was living. So those would just be things to think about, but really nice work.
What do you got for us, Jonathan?
Yeah, I agree. I felt like when the chorus came in, it felt like maybe a bridge or another verse, and it's like I wanted to be singing that chorus with you. So like finding those like long vowels, finding those holds where it's like the most meaningful, the guts of it are like that chorus. Even if it's simplified and you're split that verse in half and make that's your chorus, and maybe you do a bridge. I had some great songwriting advice when I was younger. A guy told me, he said, "Don't tell me about it, paint it for me." And I thought your imagery was very along those lines, and I do agree. It was kind of insider baseball, so it's like a secret. But I mean, but the melody's nice. The one thing I really grabbed was when you locked into that third verse and you caught a groove, the song opened up. The song immediately felt better, and the lyrics automatically were more pleasing because they fell into this groove, and I was like, there it is. And if you were to open with that, then you're catching somebody's attention on the first word. It's if that groove is established in such a deep way. But I mean, clearly, I feel like you're a deep person, especially to like discover poetry and through addiction and things like that. That is no, easy path. So kudos, man.
Have you written the song "Shame is a Shitty Souvenir"? Because that's a fucking great line.
That's one of them.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah,
'cause that's a good idea, man.
Bring that to us sometime, man. But it's great. I feel like you're one of these guys we're going to be able to see develop here on the stage, and it's really good to start off. Everybody give it up for T.D. Stevens.
Thanks, y'all.
Hey, Winston, can we get a little bit more guitar in the monitor? It's quiet. It's a little hard to hear the performance.
All right, so we're going to get number 78. You're going to be next. 78, get ready. And let's introduce number 81 to the stage. All right. You know this guy, and he's got lyrics. All right. Zach Fernandez, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I put the emphasis in the right place there?
Yes, you did.
Okay, perfect.
Great job. Yeah, that was great.
All right, and what song are you going to play for us?
This song is called To the Lonesome Rose.
To the Lonesome
To the
Rose.
Lonesome Rose.
All right, take it away.
St. Jude, what am I to do when the folks I used to know are slipping through? It's the grit of an airtight grip, calloused hands that slowly submit. I'm driving along to the lonesome road. 90 miles left to go. It's 90 miles of city road. Set me free from the wreck and the death inside of me. I don't mind waiting in a winding line at the gates where the noise starts to die. I'm driving along to the lonesome road. Just 90 miles left to go. 90 miles of city road. Driving along to the lonesome roads. Just 90 miles left to go. 90 miles of city road. Just kidding. Thank you.
You were testing me. You were seeing about you were going to get the bell, weren't you?
Yeah.
I know what you were doing. I wasn't gonna play that game, but sweet man. So you told us last time that you used to play in heavier bands, or you do play in heavier bands. Is that right?
Not currently. I kind of stopped playing in bands during the pandemic.
But that's what you did previously, right?
Yeah, I played in a black metal band. I played in punk bands.
Yeah, so I felt that energy coming from it. Where last time you played this really, really sweet, finger-picked, beautiful, melodic kind of folk song, felt more like that was sort of a synthesis of sort of those past influences coming out. So
Definitely.
Cool, man. So let me ask you. So the Lonesome Rose, and I see you're wearing a Lonesome Rose hat too.
Yeah.
So you're talking about the Lonesome Rose in San Antonio? Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's a guy, for anyone who doesn't know, there's a really cool bar down in San Antonio called the Lonesome Rose, and it's really sort of a little haven for songwriters down there, owned by a really cool guy, Garrett T. Capps. Got to check out his music, man. He's a really cool, funky guy. So anyway, is that what that song is inspired by, or?
Yeah, definitely. It's just kind of about, instead of just wallowing in my sorrows, it's okay to just do something about it. And one thing I like to do is make the drive out there, hang out with my buddy Sid over there.
There you go. Awesome.
So.
Sweet. So anybody have any feedback, musical feedback?
Yeah, great energy on the tune. There was some parts where I felt like I was leaning on the notes that you gave us, where I was kind of getting lost in the enunciation.
Okay.
Some of it was a little tight, and and it was like, kind of growling
I
through.
got cotton mouth.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Been that done there, but.
Wait, I thought they made that illegal in Texas.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
Don't
like, if the song is about the Lonesome Rose, and I mean, I feel like I would kind of want to hear. I feel like I'd want to hear that Lonesome Rose as the hook at the very end of the chorus.
Okay.
And it's like you've got all these great own rhymes in there, so it's like, I'm driving alone, to the Lonesome Rose, San Antonio. Now that I know where I'm, that says where I'm going, who's going with me, how far, and then coming back to the title for the last line of the chorus. I feel like that would really strengthen that kind of pillar on that,
Sweet,
just to kind of clean that up. And I would say, especially for an acoustic version, skip the second chorus, just like give us the meat and potatoes,
Yeah.
But other than that, it's cool, great.
Sweet.
Silas Lowe.
Yeah, man, I really like your playing a lot. I thought it had really nice groove. I thought the interlude was cool. I agree with a lot of JT's thoughts on the chorus. I'm like pretty reticent to repeat things unless there's like a really strong reason, and 90 miles like twice doesn't feel like it gives the song more lift. Like it doesn't drive a specific point home necessarily. So I would work on that maybe. I would be reticent to start a song referencing something the Beatles sort of referenced like so heavily. I don't know.
So he said St. Jude, what am I to do?
Yeah, I don't know.
But is there a tie-in to like San Antonio with
It's
that?
more.
Is it the
verses
missions?
are more like introspective.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And then so I don't know. They kind of go together in my head.
Yeah.
But I could see how it would work better if I maybe talked instead of just my thoughts while I'm driving to the Lonesome Rose.
And the second verse feels like much stronger and more narratively focused to me, and like so I feel like that set the stage for this character's emotional state for me better than the first verse did. So I don't know. But I liked your singing quite a bit. I liked your playing. I think this would be a really cool song for a band. Like
Yes.
the groove feels like
Yeah.
I can hear the band that you could have written this for, and I think this like with a band would be like with a kind of grungy, kind of divey rock sound would be really cool.
Cool garage.
Yeah, it's not like a singer-songwritery song. It's like it's a groove song, a really cool kind of rock band song. But then not that there's anything wrong with that. And hey, you're shouting out the Lonesome Rose. You find a place in my heart. So
In contrast, there's a lot right with it. I think it's really cool.
yeah. Give it up for Zach, folks.
There's a ton right. I think just tighten up a couple little things, man, and it's like right there. Just tighten up, man.
All right. So we're gonna get. Let me pick the next number. Number 83. Please get ready, and then let's get number 78 up to the stage.
Hey, y'all.
All right, number 78.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's see where that's going to sit.
All right.
All right, what's your name?
My name is Inne, and I'm going to be playing a song inspired by one of my favorite toxic relationships.
Okay.
The Joker and the Batman. So this is told from the perspective of the Joker. So
Gotcha. What's it called?
It's called Straight Into the Fire.
Straight Into the Fire. All right, take it away.
Okay. Stop saying that you don't know that I love you. You ain't. Let me try it again. Sorry. Stop saying that you don't know that I love you. You ain't blind. Even though I try to run time. Sorry. You know, yeah, a little bit. Okay, cool. Sorry. Hold on a second. I'm so sorry. I'm so nervous right now. I haven't played in front of anybody in like the longest time. Okay, sorry. Thank you.
That's
You guys
what we're
are
here for.
amazing. I'm so sorry. Here we go. God damn it. Stop saying. Stop acting like you don't know that I love you. You ain't blind. Even though I try to run you down from time to time. You know it ain't real love till you lose your goddamn mind. Call me crazy if it makes you feel better. I bet you're smiling. Call me crazy, but we know you know better at any given time. You know we both love running straight into the fire. Stop saying that you're out when you keep coming back every night with new ways to move the game. Ain't no glory playing safe, isn't that right? You know it ain't real love till you lose your goddamn mind. Call me crazy if it makes you feel better. I bet you're smiling. Call me crazy, but we know you know better at any given time. You know we both love running straight into. You know we both love running straight into. You know we both love running straight into the fire. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Can I get your name again, just so I want to make sure I get it right?
Yeah, it's Inne. It's kind of like Ines without the S. Sorry
Okay.
about that.
How do you?
Oh, it's INNE.
INNE. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, it started off rough. That's okay though.
Very
This
rough,
is not,
sorry.
as we try to say to people, this is not a, this is not a competition. This is not a singing competition.
Yeah.
It's a songwriting showcase. We're here to listen to the songs.
If it was a singing competition, though, you would have won.
You would have won that too. That's the thing. Like, you totally redeemed yourself. Like, just, yeah, what an amazing voice. Just incredible. I almost felt bad telling you to scoot up because it was like, oh, you want me to scoot up? Okay, here's my howitzer. It's just like, I mean, my goodness, just amazing, but also like very, emotive and like the whole, this whole thing. I like everything that's going on here. I like your rose-colored glasses and the earrings and the electric uke or whatever that is.
Oh yeah, it's my little baby uke.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a little tiny ukulele.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
also have like the tiniest capo in the world, but I forgot that and I don't need it anymore.
Sounds great. I mean, once you got in that groove, and I'll tell you, like I was sitting here and as soon as you started singing, my toe was tapping. And I actually I could hear toes tapping out there in the crowd too, like just immediately brought you in. And, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to create a space for people. Maybe they haven't been up on stage for many years,
Ever.
but they've got a talent. Break yourself back in here, man. Like, thank you for that. It was great.
Thank you guys for doing this. Actually, I don't remember who I follow here on Instagram, but I saw that and I remember playing when I was like in my early days, in my youth, and it was at the Runa Maya, I think, and people would come together and sing songs and share songs and get critiques like this, obviously not fuck up as much like this, but, that supportive community. And so I was like, you know what, let me go try it. And we were talking about this earlier, I picked the song because it's the one I know the best, and I was like, I'll just play that one so that I don't fuck it up.
Well, no, hey, we had a solid performance. It doesn't matter. And, I'll just tell people if you're like watching online or something, like, sure, there's a lot of people, but it's interesting how many people show up here that are seasoned
Yeah.
songwriters who come up here and they get really nervous just because this room is so quiet. Everybody is so respectful. It's incredible, which is a testament to give y'all yourselves a hand out there. Like, just such respectful people in the audience.
Yeah, thank you so much. I was like, oh no, that sucks.
We were talking recently, and I played the first time I was on the panel, and the idea of like playing a song and then being like, now I'm going to tell people what's wrong with their songs. Like, I was so nervous. It was like a very uncomfortable experience. Anyways, you did great. That was really wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I love Austin. It's home now. I was born in California, grew up in Utah, and I used to sing mariachi growing up. So I sang a lot of mariachi. Awesome. And so I'm used to projecting really loud, and I'm still getting used to not doing that as much. And right now my adrenaline was like, But I did that, and then earlier in like my early 20s, I did like a lot of Latin hip hop and then some electric like pop. But whenever I would write songs for myself, I always came back to like those mariachi kind of country jazz blues things that my parents would listen to, and I really love that. And so my sister has been telling me the longest time, like, you have to do like a country jazz blues album, whatever, for the longest time. And my family and we bottle liquor in a Bastrop, Smithville area.
Oh, okay.
And so we started focusing on that, and I've been doing that for like the last like 10 years. And then I kept saying, one day I'll play again, one day I'll do it. And then I just don't want to not do it. So
and here
work
you are.
That muscle.
And here you are.
Yeah.
Thank
you for the opportunity.
Oh, well, thanks for coming.
I'll be there next time, I promise.
I mean, I feel like we have a gym, that we didn't within our midst that we didn't know about. So, do either of you guys have any constructive feedback on the song, or
I didn't hear anything about Batman or Joker.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on.
I was looking for
mostly like the crazy vibes, like I feel, and also like at the song is like people knowing each other at their. I feel like you can know somebody, and it's not only going to be, butterflies and rainbows. And if someone knows who you truly are, even in like the darkest of darkest, and they still want to fuck with you, like that's someone who actually really loves you, Because they say that you really don't love someone until you really fucking hate them at some point, and you still love them anyway, regardless. So I think that's like the whole point of it, So anyway, yeah.
Well, despite
I got that part. Yeah.
Despite the rough start, I think you eerned a silver patch, and I mean,
you.
almost close to gold. Like that was great. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Please come back.
I'll be back next Sunday. Hopefully better.
Did you have something? Go ahead and add if you want to tell us.
I had a couple things I wanted to say. First of all, not only do you have a great voice, but you're super musical. So like your singing has like a deep groove to it. The phrasing on like any given time, like just really, really musical. Like you made challenging vocal lines sound really comfortable and easy, and I think that's and I think it seems like you write to that, which I think is really a really great idea to write to that strength that you have. One thing I would say, and this is true for everybody, like just really make sure your instrument's in tune.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I know I heard it. I was like, shit, and it's out of tune.
But there's never, it's always better to take your time in tune, even if once you get on stage. Like I've walked on stage and like my guitar's gotten bumped on the way, and then all of a sudden it's like, but just take your time.
Okay.
It's like breathe, slow down is better. You repeated "Until You Lose Your Goddamn Mind."
Mm-hmm.
Part of me feels like that's almost a better hook, like that could be dropped straight into the fire. Like I really like that idea of like "Until You Lose Your Goddamn Mind." Like that feels like the craziness of the story, whereas the straight into the fire feels less emotionally charged than that other line. Again, totally up to you.
No,
it's a really nice song, but
cool,
you repeated it, and that's why it drew my ear. But I feel like it's just a more emotionally charged line.
That's so dope. Yeah.
I agree with this hook. I also thought that it was a really like approachable toe tapping song. Everybody was kind of grabbing like right off the bat. But I didn't know if like the phrase "goddamn" really like elevated the song in any way. So it took it from saying like. From maybe if that phrase is like that's going to cut part of your audience out of people that are going to listen to that or something like that. Like if somebody says like, oh, I don't want my kid to listen to a song that says "goddamn," even if it's like it drives home the part, I felt like your emotion in the song said it already without like maybe separating some of your audience that might be more inclined to like feel like it's more approachable without.
Don't cuss in front of my kids.
You know,
yeah, no, I see
like
what you're saying.
I cuss all the time, but I didn't know if that phrase actually like
I see what you're saying.
made it be like, God damn, I want to hear that again. It's like
What I always say about cussing in songs, especially country songs, is like, do it, but make sure it's effective. You know, like
Right.
Don't just be flinging.
like
Exactly.
if you think I guess the best example of that is Jason Isbell has a song Elephant, you know, and he just lays an F-bomb in there. But that song, it's like essential for it. It really is. Like without that F-bomb in there, it wouldn't be the same song. So I get what he's saying, you know, like just think it's like, is it necessary?
Right.
And if it is, keep it in there and don't be afraid. And if it offends somebody, well, tough on them. But
I'm also constantly wrong, so you know, this is all
we
you
all
know
are.
personal advice. But
No, I love this.
you know.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
All right.
I appreciate it.
To JT's point, obviously this is just like people have opinions about stuff and whatever, like to talk. I think sometimes for me, like just hearing, like disagreeing with feedback is often as like helpful as agreeing with it. To be like, no, I actually do like the way this lands. Like I don't want to change that. This is correct for me. Like so yes, feedback is always just meant as like a.
Little air beneath your wings.
Well,
while you're
it just
trying.
pushes you. It pushes you to self-analyze deeper. That's
yeah,
all.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And sorry, guys, I did that last week too. I thought that you guys had said your piece, but anyway, thank you very
so
much. Give it up
Thank
again.
you. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull the next name or next number 77. Get ready, and we're gonna get number 83 up to the stage. Hello, number 83.
Hi. Hello.
Cool. What's
Hi, everybody.
Cool guitar, man. Nice
Thank you.
hollow body Gretsch you got there.
This was my
what-
grandfather's guitar.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's the song you're gonna play for us?
All the way down.
All the way down. And what's
Yeah.
your name? I'm sorry.
My name is Anthony Salerno.
Anthony Salerno.
I can just start, right?
Sure. Go ahead.
You hitched your wagon to my star. Dim as it was, I got us both lost. I was gonna be famous. You were gonna be proud. Just look at us now. Look at us now. When I sold the Buick to keep the lights on, you took that job that you hated with your mom. I never dreamed things could get so hard, and the quiet between us could grow so loud. How did we fall all the way down with nothing between us, not even a sound? Yes, how did we fall all the way down with nothing between us, not even a sound? Yes, we waited for our ship to come in, but I missed the boat and you couldn't swim. There's coffee on the table and dust on the blinds. You're tired of waiting and I'm tired of trying. But I think I still love you, and you might still love me. There's just no happy ending that I can see. So how did we fall all the way down with nothing between us, not even a sound? Yes, how did we fall all the way down with nothing between us, not even a sound, with nothing between us, not even a sound.
All right, Anthony Salerno. Am I saying that right?
Salerno.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, man, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So yeah, I am originally from Brooklyn,
Okay.
as you can guess by the name Salerno. Originally from Brooklyn, and moved here in 2005. I played in bands in the 90s and early 2000s, and when I moved here, I was playing under the name Raised by Pandas. And sometime around 2015, just to focus on family and career, I just stopped playing music altogether. And just recently, about a year ago, my son, who's number 82, by the way, my son
sweet.
Owen, who's much more talented than me, we just started going to open mics together, and here I am.
Oh, sweet. All right, it's a family affair. That's
It
cool.
is, yeah.
Yeah, so what was the name of Pandas? What was
Raised by Pandas.
Raised
yeah.
by Pandas. What kind of band was it?
It was really just me with a bass player and a drummer and revolving drummers and bass players and mostly folk, kind of like what I just did here.
Yeah, and tell us about this guitar, man.
So yeah, my grandfather was a singer in the 40s and 50s, and I don't know if you're familiar with the Catskills, but if you're from New York, that's a famous place to sing. And he didn't actually play this. He didn't play guitar. I don't know why he bought it. I never got that story.
Was he a Meshuggah comic? What was he?
He was a
in the
singer, so
Catskills?
he did standards and
Okay.
opera, and he had a really great voice, but couldn't play. But I
Yeah.
guess they bought this in '55, and it's changed a lot of hands in the family, and I was like, I just want to give it some life now. So
Sure. Well, man, great groove that you found for that song. It felt like a very personal song
Yeah.
to you. Yeah. Feedback, guys. What do you have to say?
I feel like when I felt like the second verse could shorten, I took it back because everything felt so important to say that I wrote down your name and the song title, and I don't have any notes. It's a fucking great song.
That's good. That's a
Thank
good
you
sign.
Thank you.
Yeah, one of the things I like is getting to see all the cool guitars that people bring up here. It's pretty fun. Yeah, man, really, really nice work. Maybe performatively, I actually don't generally like when songs switch from fingerstyle to strumming, but that chorus opens up so much, and it feels like the tension between the A part and B part is the A part is this analytical, kind of tight to itself, and then the chorus feels like it's a person just kind of exploding a little bit and opening up, and so maybe finding a way to musically create a more open feel for the choruses could work. It's not easy in my experience to switch from fingerstyle to and keep the groove comfortable. I struggle with I talk about opening lines a lot. You hitched your wagon it's such a common turn of phrase that I would take that sentiment and find a novel way of saying that. That's a line I would really dig into because I really like the story that gets told at the front end, but I was taken immediately kind of out because of such a common turn of phrase. We have unlimited latitude to say whatever we want in songs. So that would just be one part of it. But yeah, killer work, man. Great voice. Clearly it runs in the family, the singing. So
Yeah, and I think one of the themes we found for this show is people who got out of music for a while and now got back into it. Man, I encourage people, sing, play, write songs, come to the hook, sing them for us, because it's really cool. Exercise those muscles and don't let that part of yourself go untapped. Because we've seen, as we've seen so far today, some really great stuff out there. So thanks for playing, and please come back.
thank you so much.
Trigger, are you bringing a collection of trinkets that people have?
Yes. Okay. So I've got, I've got the Hollow Point 357 bullet. That you can go back and you can see what episode was that? That was anyway. I won't bring up what specific episode.
It's like when like raccoons bring you stuff in your yard, in your
like
driveway.
Well, and this,
like as
so this
gifts
drumstick, they had a big metal show here last night, and I saw this on the stage. And I was just like, well, that probably tells a story or something. I don't know. It just seemed cool to me. There's also some blood on the ground somewhere. I think they like roasted a goat or something yesterday. So
it's pretty metal.
Yeah, it's pretty darn metal. So
the guy who gave you the hollow point, I only got good feedback. It was a very intimidating experience.
When you come with a loaded guitar, it tends to compel good feedback. Okay, I'm going to pull the next number 75, get ready, and then we're going to get number 77 up to the stage.
Hello.
All right, what's your name, number 77?
My name's Paul.
Paul.
Yep. I brought a little ambiance too. Yeah, something over there, so we'll get moody.
Oh, sweet. All right, a little candlelight. Sweet. What's the song you're going to play for us?
This is called Breakdown Lane.
Breakdown Lane.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about sticking your nose where it don't belong romantically.
All right. Take it away.
Thanks. Y'all be proud despite my hazard lights. Only broke down once in the road last night. Once at work, again by the stove. You see, eggs I ain't cooking ain't getting cold. Guess I caught some feelings, do I drop them off? Have a yard sale, get them to a pawn shop. I ask myself softly like a midnight train, full of reckless fury, waiting in the breakdown lane. Breakdown lane. Y'all be proud despite my keeping up. Been trying to maintain this here failing crew. Let go on the shoulder, again on the bed, in a bedroom full of things couldn't mean less. Guess I caught some feelings, do I drop them off? There's a Goodwill back where the highway cross. An old boy in the tow truck tells me by my name. Says, how about them tigers waiting in the breakdown lane? Breakdown lane. Waiting in the breakdown lane. Breakdown lane. Y'all be proud despite my hazard lights. Only broke down once in the road last night. Thank you. That cotton mouth is real, huh? I didn't even smoke anything. Holy shit. Yeah. Heart's beating up here.
Oh, no worries. No worries, Paul. Like I said, this isn't like a talent competition. You know, it's all about the song. I mean, I do feel like you allowed the tempo to breathe a little bit there, and maybe that's something that just take a deep breath and you'll get a hold of that. But what I liked about the song, really good chord selection. I thought you really helped bring the emotion out of the song, and I guess the use of like contemporary language I really liked, like breakdown lane, like talk about catching feelings and things like that. There was a lot of stuff in there that sort of drew you in with the lyricism. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm kind of like a homebody songwriter who I think like the gent from Portland, I just kind of like have found that it's essential for me to exist.
Okay.
Yeah, mentally, emotionally, a bunch of things. So
absolutely.
I've been here since 2010 and don't plan on leaving. Like Austin, love Austin. I've been through a shit ton of life in Austin, so it does feel like home. And it's kind of like secretly nice when you're like, oh, how long have you been here? And people are like, oh, 3.5 years. And you're like, pfft. You know?
Right, yeah. If you've been here since 2010, you're kind of
I'm an
might as
OG
well
a
be a
little bit.
native.
Yeah, I'm not, but yeah, I'm
Yeah.
close. Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like, you know, that's just like actually a native Texan thing, you know.
Yeah,
I got to
so-
yield to that. But
There you go.
You're close. Yeah, but anyway, it's been great being here, and yeah, it's a hell of a town.
Yeah, and so what do you do when you're not playing songs for yourself, I guess?
Usually get into toxic, destructive relationships so I can write more songs.
All right.
Yeah.
That's an occupation.
Absolutely. Yeah, I like going to the gym, and I love hiking. I think like there's so much green space, and like one of my favorite things to do is just to go day trip to a town and that I have no idea, like no prior knowledge about, and just get lost.
Texas is great for that, man.
Yeah.
Texas is really great for
Yeah,
that.
there's some really cool antique malls out there. I'm not too proud to say that. Like I've covered a lot of them, and
Absolutely.
yeah, it's a lot of cool stuff.
Absolutely. So yeah, so this is like you don't play out much at all, or?
I had a band last year. There's like a full outfit with pedal steel and all sorts of stuff like that, and that felt good. But I had a guitarist who was in San Francisco half the month, and a guy that really wanted to move to Vermont playing drums, and that kind of fizzled out a little bit as it does. And right now I'm just doing a lot of covers. So I have a cover band that has a gig. I won't plug it too hard, but Hole in the Wall, 9/4, 6 to 8 p.m. And,
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no reason to not plug the hole in the wall. Great
We've all
location.
spent a lot of time at the Hole in the Wall
Hell yeah,
paying
as you
a lot of dues there. So yeah, no points off for that.
I'm about to pay mine. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be cool. There's a fiddle player and, no room for drums on that stage, but everything else,
On the front stage?
We're on the front
there
stage.
are room for drums
Well, at
for
least
that
get a snare
front
on there.
stage. I don't know
Yeah,
what you're
drums
talking
on
about.
that front stage.
I've played many a drums.
Yeah.
Well, shit, we'll sneak some in
Yeah.
then.
I mean,
Yeah.
this bar is effectively the grandchild of the Hole in the Wall. I
Yeah.
mean,
Absolutely,
like
yeah.
there's a direct lineage between the two spots.
Yeah, the one of the owners here, Dennis, I met him in 2004 whenever I was singing happy hours on that front stage, and he was the manager, bartender there, and then I would sleep in the back because he'd feed me whiskey for
Yeah,
the
honestly,
whole gig.
The green room here looks pretty
Yeah.
comfortable.
If you all haven't seen it, there's a video of Santa Claus falling through the front window on the internet that I highly recommend looking up. It's an amazing
Yeah.
experience.
Big time. Big time.
Yeah, so Dennis O'Donnell, I wrote a big in-depth story about this a couple years ago. He started as the bar manager at Hole in the Wall, and a scene got cultivated. I mean, so many great bands have come out of that. That's where Mike and the Moon Pies came out.
Yeah.
Paul Coffin, Luke Bell, rest in peace, was part of that whole crew. You were part of that crew, for sure.
Yeah, Monday nights we had a honky tonk night. Leo Rondu, Carper Family, Silas. I mean,
Absolutely.
it's great country music and bluegrass and stuff. It was kind of only in that little pocket right there for a minute. At least like a younger generation, everybody was in their like 20s, and then they opened the White Horse, and then this Sagebrush is the spin-off of the White Horse, the same crew, same owners and stuff like that. But Hole in the Wall, man, it kind of like it sounds, like a dive because it kind of is, but I mean it's a real room and it's a real place to cut your teeth.
I'm excited.
That shouldn't be discounted, man. It's a really important part of the history of
Absolutely.
this town.
Yeah,
for sure.
it's an institution.
Yeah, I
for
hope
sure.
I didn't make it sound
Everything-
demeaning or anything.
Everything is sticky.
Yeah.
Everything
Every
is sticky.
surface.
And if you ever get nervous about playing that front room, just look there's a picture right on the wall behind you of Towns Van Zandt playing
yeah.
the same stage. So don't be nervous.
Legendary. Yeah.
When I first moved to town, I got to know a bunch of older Austinites, and they'd be like, "I stepped over Towns Van Zandt to get to the stage right there." That was a common refrain I heard.
All right, so let's get to the song, guys. So what feedback do we have?
Okay. I love the lines, the breakdown lane. I love like that feeling of just like tension where you're just like kind of fuming while you're broken down and just waiting on the fucking tow truck guy to like just get you through your day or your night, Yeah. In some ways, I was waiting for a chorus to come through, but then on some ways, I'm like, is this more of like a college age Tangled Up in Blue where it's just narrative, and the turnaround is the hook or is the title? So, there's some grace depending on, how you wanted to, detail that song.
Yeah.
But I mean, I love the imagery. I felt like I was waiting for a chorus to come in that didn't come in. And I felt like the repeating the breakdown lane would have been great at the end of a chorus to like really nail that home.
Okay.
because it's a really cool image of like just like, just sitting through some bullshit, that I think a lot of people can relate to. But if there's a big lift in there, I think that they're gonna walk away singing it.
Right on, I love that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. So just because it's listening one time through, effectively this is a song that's using the breakdown lane as like a metaphor for like the person's emotional state, right? Yeah. And I love that. I love the through line. I think staying focused on the metaphor, the central metaphor of a song, is like something I look for in good writing, and I think you really did a nice job of like oscillating between the metaphor of the breakdown or the actual breakdown, but and then the character's kind of emotional journey. To JT's point, I think showing over rather than telling is often great, and I love like the eggs I ain't cooking, ain't getting cold, the tow truck driver talking about the tigers. I think there were details in this that were really specific, but also allowed the user to paint themselves into that. So like the reason why they're not cooking eggs, I'm assuming, is because they're super depressed. But you didn't say I'm super depressed. You gave an action, and then even juxtaposing it with the that they're not getting cold. They're just stagnant. They're just there. They're not doing anything. That's a really smart way of communicating that idea. And I think.
Thank you.
Yeah, so there were a number of parts of the song like that. I think keep leaning into that impulse, because I think that's a really strong way to draw your users in. But yeah, or your listeners. But yeah, chorus would be sick.
Okay. Cool.
Sweet, man. Well, thanks for coming and playing. I think it was really good, man.
Appreciate
really
y'all.
good stuff. Give
Thank
it
you.
up.
Thank you.
Okay, let me.
Great guild, by the way, too. I love those guitars. Those things are sick.
It's a keeper. Yeah.
Okay, number 82, get ready. And John, is John around? John from ATX Musicians. Hey, John, do you want to get up here real quick? So I'm going to introduce John Dismukes. Is that how you say it?
Dismukes, you got it right.
Yeah, so
Yes,
let me just introduce him real quick. He's a board member of an organization called ATX Musicians, which is a really cool organization that's set up to help support musicians here in Austin. I'll let you take it
definitely.
away from there and just explain what that's all about.
Just to first off, how many people are aware that we have a live music fund here in Austin? Raise your hands. Wow, see? We actually have a live music fund here in Austin. Part of ATX Musicians, we want to use advocacy, policy, and education to help build basically a life for musicians here in Austin and Central Texas, and we're looking to expand across the state. One of the things that I do, and just make real quick plugs on when we get back into the music, it's really wonderful, guys. We do a once a month deal, the first Tuesday of each month. It's called our night shift. You can go on to AustinTexasMusicians.org, find out more information on that. The next one will be September 1st, and it will be at Hotel Vegas, and it'll be from 7 to 10. I actually run very similar to what we got going on over here. We have an open mic. Musicians get to come up and play, collab. We have all sorts of industry people in there, including from syncing and licensing, legal, you name it, managers like myself. We're there to help give advice and help you with your professional careers on the music. So that's one thing. And the other thing I want to plug as well too, coming in September, and will be on our site very shortly, we are going to be holding a master class at St. Edward's University. We are starting to work with them on providing education towards the musicians. This is a free class. There'll be more information on that on our website. This next class is coming about merchandising, which is, for a lot of musicians, that's your primary revenue stream that's coming in. So, but that's what we got. Trigger, thank you very much.
Yeah, and I just got to say, give it up for John and ATX Musicians. And I'll tell you, I've got, as conducting the hook here, I've gone to a bunch of different, organizations and grassroots things and meetups and functions. And really, ATX Musicians is where I've met more people, gotten more good connections. So they're doing a really good thing, and check them out. A lot of great stuff happening.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, let's get number 75 up to the stage. All right, number 75.
How's it going?
How's it going? What's your name, sir?
My name is Jay.
Jay. Yeah. All right, and what's the song?
Jay Kaz. I don't know. That's why.
Jay Haas?
Kaz, K-O-Z-Z.
K-O-Z-Z. Okay. All right, you got some lyrics for us. All right, and what's the song?
So the song is going to be, it's called Kiss My Baby.
Okay.
And former bartender, bar owner myself, and just like kind of the ins and outs of trying to have a stable, reliable, and continuous relationship.
Perfect. Take it away when you're ready.
Sick of me getting in at 3, falling fast first to the floor. She looks so sad every time I'm bad. She tells me that we're through. Though I like to treat her right, but what's this rotten boy to do? When the words are so hard to find, as a million drinks go chasing thoughts around my mind, I wanna get through to her, so I look her in the eye, and I lean right forward, and I kissed my baby. I kissed my baby goodbye, bye my baby goodbye, bye bye my baby goodbye, bye bye my baby goodbye, bye bye my baby goodbye. And I saw my baby in the club last Saturday night. Oh, she was coming to me decked out in leather through the cool blue neon lights. Oh, well, don't you want it and don't you need it? Her hips cried out to me like a pendulum back and forth, every step more hypnotizing. And so she takes me back to her bed. I don't know what I was thinking. Guess I was using the wrong hair. Blowing smoke at the ceiling. She said, let's give it another try. I rolled right off that bed and I kissed my baby. I kissed my baby goodbye. Bye my baby goodbye. Bye bye my baby goodbye. Bye bye my baby goodbye. Bye bye my baby goodbye. My baby, she don't return any of my calls. Well, I'd say it's been about a month or so since she's come down these halls. But what you want and what you need are completely different things. And soon enough I know she'll want me back when she needs to stay clear of me. And I think about all of her other men who failed to hold on to her when I come round again. Maybe it's my ego, no, maybe it's my pride. If I was a better man, I could just kiss my baby. Kiss my baby goodbye. Bye my baby goodbye. Bye bye my baby goodbye. Bye bye my baby goodbye. Bye bye my baby goodbye. There you go.
All right, Jake Haas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, man, I really like that. It's, kind of like Zach Fernandez. That's more of sort of, like I could definitely hear that song with a band. Like I go into a bar and I hear a full band, like just a mean guitar solo in there, and just like the guitar following sort of the rhythmic parts you do with bye bye baby, like, and then when you said no, it's my pride, like that, just I was like, oh, that's just some mean, sick stuff to throw down.
That's some front man shit right there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a front man
to
shit.
me, like that's what this, like, you're a front man. I can see you, like, you have that animated personality, to get up there and just have like a sick rhythm section behind you and just get up there and kill it. So tell us a little about yourself.
Yeah, I've worked in the bar and restaurant industry my entire life. I've always kind of like fiddled around on a guitar. Used to live with the band at one point, wrote songs with them, but was always too like nervous to play. And then kind of when I years later just started constantly writing. Definitely always when there was a bad, every song's a love song, even if it's bad, right? So kind of wrote a lot of those kinds of love songs, like on and off over the years, and just kind of getting back into it. I haven't really performed for over 2 years, I think. So.
Oh, okay. Well, yet again, another person who, hadn't been performing and using the hook to get in front of people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good on you, man. Feedback, gentlemen. You have anything to say?
I think you could put goodbye in the title.
Yeah.
You say you really drive that part home, and I think that could be in the title.
Okay.
I liked how punchy it is. It seems like a total like live band bar band, like get everybody hyped kind of situation. That had great energy. I thought if I took my wife home and said the word pendulum, I don't know if she'd sleep with me either. So maybe find a sexier back and forth thing like that. But I think honestly, I think like I love the chorus. It's fun. It's like a sing along thing. I feel like it could be edited down to like maybe 2 verses and just chorus, just like let people sing. That's because the chorus really opened up and it was just like you want to sing along with it, and it's like the fun part of the song. But I think you could edit those verses down to like really boil it down to say what you mean, and then just let people have a blast with it.
Okay.
That's my 2 cents.
I agree with everything JT said. Pendulum stuck out to me too. It's like a really simple, and I don't say that as in a valuative way. I think simple is really hard to do. It's a really simple song. Pendulum's not like a simple word, and so it drew my ear as well. I agree. I feel like verse 1 and verse 2 could probably be combined. I thought verse 3 was probably the strongest. But yeah, I think you can say the narrative, I come home drunk, my girlfriend doesn't like that, I see her at the bar, we get back together, all these other guys are with her, but I'm the one she comes back to. I think you could say that in two verses.
Blowing smoke at the ceiling is great, and you just like she kicking you out, like that's cool. Great imagery, and like I can relate.
Yeah, but yeah, I think like just. I think editing is just one of the hardest things to do with songs. I think like we're all very emotionally connected to what we write. I find it's really hard for me to back out of ideas once I've written them. That's one of the things I like about co-writing is like somebody's there to be like, we don't need that, or no, or like that's one of my favorite parts. But I think it's something we can all benefit from. And I don't know, Mr. Ogren was my AP English teacher in high school, and he was just a big fan of taking things out. And I think if you can take a line out, or if you can take a word out, or if you can take a half a verse out, that's almost always better. And that's not directed at you specifically. It's just like, sure. I think like in general, less in songwriting is almost always, unless it's Tangled Up in Blue, is almost always more. And even then, probably sure. Dylan probably could have used an editor every once in a while.
Because what it does, it gives everybody a chance to memorize the song the first time through.
Yeah.
And because when you walk away from a song that is just going to be iconic, you want to sing it immediately, and it's like if it gets too bogged down, then it'll kind of push you out from that. So yeah, I agree.
Cool.
But dude, cool.
Yeah,
thank you.
Super fun, man.
And it's great that you're getting back into it, man. I'm so happy so many people are doing that and using the hook to do that. So thanks for coming, and please come back.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Sweet. Okay, so we're gonna get let me pull the next number 2, get ready, and then let's get number 82 up to the stage. All right, so are you the son?
I am.
You're the son. Okay. What's your name, sir?
My name's Owen Salerno.
Owen Salerno. Okay. What's the song you're going to play for us?
This song is called Adam. It's not much of a country song, but...
hey, just so you said that, like, anybody, this is not just a country thing, even though we're at Sagebrush and I run this big country website, like, any genre. You want to come up here and play hip-hop, knock yourself out. Like, that's all about, like, no gatekeeping, no restrictions. So, yeah, anyway. Take it away when you're ready.
That's great. All right, thanks. beneath the sun with nothing but love in his hands, and when its light shone on his marble skin, it was enough to tan in a moment what was so long pale and cold. Adam couldn't seek to see the world like you and me do, so he dressed up like the angels and he danced among them too. But when they exiled poor Adam, he was born again anew. Something stupid, something useless, all untrue. Out feelings as they come. He lets the waves rush over him and he dries out in the sun, and now nothing matters to him but the memories he spun. He prays, go ahead, take me now, it is done. He prays, go ahead, take me now, it is done. Thank you.
Wow, Owen, man, I got chill bumps up here, and it's not because it's cold in Texas. Wow, geez, thank you for the song. Amazing voice. I can see why you inspired your father to get back into singing and playing songs. You inspired me up here to, gosh, yeah, just that's one of those. It's one of those performances where I just get gobsmacked up here and just don't know really what to say. But yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you so much. Yeah, I was born and raised here in Austin. My dad played music all my childhood, and so he really fostered that sort of love of music in me. And then I started playing guitar around 5th or 6th grade. I went to this little charter school, and my music teacher was this really fantastic jazz player, Matt Montoya, and he really got me into like jazz playing, so a lot of my standard tuning stuff is more jazz inspired. Yeah, so I graduated in 2025, and then I had a bit of a breakdown, I guess, and so it's been playing out like this has kind of been climbing out of that hole. So it's just been immensely gratifying on so many levels.
Well, yeah, your performance was gratifying for sure, and I could tell super inspired. I mean, it's one of those performances, I'm going to have to go back. That's one of the great things that we're taping that, because I feel like there's so much for me to take out of that I probably missed with that first performance, but just excellent dynamics, just so in a pocket. And I mean, I feel like I know what the song is about, and maybe these guys can. Let me just add, like, just as a top line, let me ask you, what inspired that song?
I think in some sense it's kind of inspired by a fall from grace or something.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of the music that I'm drawn to uses religion almost less as like religion is often seen in culture, and more as almost like mythology. Like, I'm very into this artist, Cameron Winter, who uses a lot of religious imagery.
Okay.
So that was sort of an inspiration there. But yeah, I think that...
Yeah, I mean, I picked up on that. I think especially in your second verse, I was like, oh, he's talking about the biblical Adam here. But, at first when you were talking, I didn't know, like, it could have been about a friend. It could have been about a suicide. It could have been about all kinds of things. Or it could have been about yourself, obviously, talking kind of in a third person. But it really made me think. I was just there the whole time, man. Just such an excellent performance, such great dynamics with your voice, and the way that you wrote it, and just so in a pocket, just created a moment. Like we had a moment here at the Hook, based off of your song and your performance. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you.
Silas and John, you got anything to say?
I mean, you're very, very talented, both as a performer and as a writer. Yeah, I mean, I could hear. I would love to hear like a studio recording of that with like strings or like. It's a very expansive song. It feels sort of like. It feels like if Jeff Buckley and John Prine sort of wrote a song where it's like, you're sort of taking the stuffing out of the character of Adam a little bit and bringing him to earth as like a human being, and like, I really liked that. The dynamics are amazing. I felt like the first verse was the biggest verse, and I maybe would put those dynamics. I would maybe shift the dynamics performatively a little bit,
have it build.
Yeah, or have the middle be the biggest one and have the but having the front end be the biggest, and maybe that works. And I want to listen to that song more to like have any real feedback on that. And I guess one small note, just because this is just my taste. He walked a mile in my shoes. The song is so strong that starting again with like such a common turn of phrase, like I think you could say that with just different words. I think like that sentiment is so good. It drew me in right away. It just took me out for that hot second that you used a phrase, and I don't think you need to. Like you're clearly skilled enough at this to invent something that evokes that. So that's just my thoughts. Great work.
Thank you so much.
I agree. I think that opening line, but what I do appreciate about it is like he walked a mile in my shoes and was a changed man, and you're like, okay, now we know that Adam is on a quest because he's a changed man, and this sets up the entire song, which I appreciate, man. That's really hard to do. So thank you for that. I also felt like I heard like Nick Drake and Patti Smith in there, and I thought you had a really great patience with the song too, so, which is really important. I know it gets easy to be nervous on stage, or like
rush,
feel like you're not doing enough or doing it fast enough, or you're like you think the audience is waiting on you. But I mean, if you're in front of that mic, that's your mic, and this is your audience, so they don't get to say, which I thought you had a great control over that. So beautiful job, man. Beautiful song.
Thank you so much.
I love that song.
Often when I see somebody in open tuning, I kind of am like, oh no. And you absolutely used that as a tool as opposed to a crutch. And compositionally super cool too.
Man, I'm going to give you, just because I want to hear, I kind of want to hear you do that same thing again and make sure it wasn't just an anomaly. I'm going to give you an extremely strong silver patch and say, please come back again. knock our socks off again, please.
I think we should get a gold patch.
I think
on
we
that.
should get gold,
I think
too.
we're going.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
What do we
I
think?
think we get
We
the
gold patch?
Very much
Yeah.
so.
I think the gold patch.
Give him a gold patch. All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give it up, gold patch winner, ladies and gentlemen. I'm more than happy. I was going back and forth, and I was like, man, because
I can almost guarantee that's not a one-off fluke.
You
there.
think? Yeah.
I feel pretty confident that there's enough there.
dude, just an incredible moment, just incredible. This is what
Great
we
job.
built the hook for, ladies and gentlemen. It's like finding songwriters like that and finding songs and moments like that. All right, so let's get number 2 up onto the stage, and number 80, you're going to be next, please. All right.
It's great, Winston.
Otis the Destroyer. I know that's the name of your band, an old band or something, but I just love calling you Otis the Destroyer because it's such a cool nickname. But
Well, don't go in the toilet back there. I'm sorry. Okay.
all right.
This is a very serious
Well, we
song.
know. Sorry, Alex, and everyone at Sagebrush here. Now you know who did it. Awesome, man. Sweet.
Dork, I just clocked out.
What's the song you're gonna play for us today?
Well, I have 2 working titles. One is Go Bury Steve, and then one's Don't Bury Me. So I'll be serious and call it Don't Bury Me.
Don't Bury Me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Otis Wilkins, take it away.
Don't bury me where the water meets the sky. Just cast me out as ashes in the burn wavering light. Let's go break a cave. Leads into the side. Summon this hill in the dead lands where all the lovers go to die. Shine yourself down on me, 'cause I'll never feel complete. Set the stage, don't feed the rage or break my heart in a beat. Speak up in code in the way you have before. I can't read the runes or the signals, but now you're crying on the floor. Please don't reheat my sins for breakfast, babe. I've done it all and it broke me in the best kind of ways. Desolation, radiation, well, it means nothing to me. I'd rather wake in the mistakes of a life that breathes. Easy now, you'll never drown in the bones of my deceit. Never lie to you inside a groove that feels just like belief. Lean on your dreams that leave you at dawn. Go tie them down on a page now. They'll live in you before I'm gone. You're filled with doubt that you poured right into me. I've got too many holes and it's spilled out. Look at your own little sea. Desolation, revelation, well, they mean nothing to me. I'd rather wake in the mistakes of a life that breathes. Easy now, you'll never drown in the bones of my deceit. I'd never lie to you inside a groove that feels just like belief.
Man, Otis, do you have like an album of your singer-songwriter stuff out or anything like that? Do you have?
No, but Adam, who was the co-host 2 weeks ago, he's got all the demos that I have for it.
Oh, okay. Because man, I want to hear an album of your music. I can just, you know how there's like those random YouTube videos that go for like 20 hours and it's like crackling fire or something or bubbling brook. I mean, I could just sit and listen to your voice all day and your songwriting. Like, you know, can you repeat? So you had this one line that was "Lean on your dreams."
Yeah.
And then can you say the rest of that? It was
Yeah.
like,
It's lean on your dreams that leave you at dawn. Go tie them down on a page now. They'll live in you before I'm gone.
I mean, what great poetry, man. Like,
Thank you.
Goodness gracious. Yeah. I almost get lost. I think Caitlin Cannon, our other co-host, said this last week. Like, you can almost get lost. Your voice is so good. I almost get lost. Like, I almost find myself not paying attention to the lyrics as much as I should. Just like
Thanks.
just like living in your performance and like being in that warm place. But really good stuff, guys. Did Silas or?
Yeah. So I have found that like the more imagistic songs are much harder to like give immediate feedback on because because it's less of a direct narrative. It can be more challenging. I think I would want to hear that song more times. The Lean on Your Dreams section stuck out at me as well. I think because musically there isn't a ton of dynamics, I think maybe having a refrain once or twice, something that does something a little musically different. And I think I understand that like it feels like the character feels sort of that there's a monotony to the character's life and the thing that they're dealing with. So I understand like the structural nature of the song kind of reflecting the tone of the lyrics. But I think in order to stay as engaged as I would have liked, I think I would like to see something happen every once, like a couple times in the song. And I thought that section could be a really nice piece to leverage for that, because that stuck out to me as well.
Oh.
Also, if you guys have not heard Otis and the Destroyers albums, he's got some great records.
Oh, you're
please.
familiar.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
This is Austin legend, guys. Come on.
Okay, so
it's great. What was your last album called?
For Otis the Destroyer?
Yeah.
Cool Evil.
It's very cool and very evil. So please, man. Honestly, the "Lean on Your Dreams" is the only line I wrote down because, to me, it felt like an inspirational quote, and instead, and if you were to like, just as an idea to like flip that to say like, to lean on a dream.
Yeah.
Now I see you doing something. Now I see this one dream in front of you that it's like you're using it as like a crutch or something like that. But it's almost like more visible, a visual take instead of like more inspirational quote. I could see it. It seems a little bit more like dialed in and like kind of more personal of like I'm putting all my weight on this one dream because it's going to carry me. You know, that was the only thing I really wrote down. But I love your stuff, man.
Thanks,
Always.
man. Thank you.
I would say this is not to you. This is like if you do have more imagistic songs, lyric sheets would be dope. Just for me to like be able to follow. But yeah, man, great singing, great
Thanks.
Yeah.
great playing, great writing.
Always
Yeah,
love
great
it.
stuff, man. Great stuff. Yeah, thanks again.
Thank you.
And check out those Otis and Destroyer albums. I guess I haven't been recommending them enough. Okay, so I'm gonna pick another name. We're running low on time, so we may or may not be able to get to another name. So number 3, get ready. We may or may not be able to get to you, but we're gonna try. And we're gonna get number 80 up to the stage.
And I brought lyric sheets.
All right, sweet. All right.
It goes pretty fast. Don't be scared.
Okay, so he brought War and Peace up here, and we're like, oh my gosh.
No. It's
All right.
Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
There you go.
El Paso, that's my style.
Awesome. What's your name, sir?
My name is Robert, not Bob, Anderson.
Robert Anderson.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the song you're going to play for us?
Well, I call it Hell on the Wabash.
Hell on the Wabash. All right. Like it already.
So, yeah. Farmer's daughter from Posey County went to town to buy a wedding gown. She was betrothed to a widower man, a marriage arranged at a meeting of the Grange. He had to be the ugliest man she had ever seen. He raised fighting roosters and mulefoot hogs. His kids was just as mean. Down on the Wabash, but in town that day a peddler had come. He was standing there bragging on the back of his wagon. Said life is better where I come from. I got a handsome boy back in Illinois. Well, she jumped on the wagon and down they rode. They ferried across the Wabash. The clouds rolled in with the thunder and the lightning it did flash like hell on the Wabash. Well, the peddler's son was a fine young man, starting in life, looking for a wife. She'd run away, she took her chances, didn't tell no one, she married the son. She said, kiss my ass, Indiana, fare thee well to the Wabash. And the clouds rolled in with the thunder, and the lightning it did flash like hell on the Wabash. Well, back at home, but very next day, back at home, the widower called on her ma and pa. 'Cause then he learned that she had roamed, so he went to town and he asked around. He traded alone, he stood on the bank, looking across the Wabash. The clouds rolled in with the thunder, and the lightning it did flash like hell on the Wabash. Well, he saddled up a mule and it wouldn't be long, headed for the state line, determined to find fickle little gal who done him wrong. She's the one he's after, no other could have her. Well, the river rose and the ferry was closed. On a mule he'd swim the Wabash. The clouds rolled in with the thunder and the lightning it did flash like hell on the Wabash. I play the harmonica, but since we're short on time, I left it behind. Well, it rained every day the week before, and the river grew large and the water did charge. Biggest flood since '44. He was never seen again, so the story would end. So many broken hearts in Indiana. The water rushed down the Wabash, and the clouds rolled in with the thunder, and the lightning it did flash like hell on the Wabash. And if you saw that last verse, I originally wrote this song about 7 years ago with 6 verses, and somebody asked me what happened to the mule.
So you had to go back.
And I just left it out because.
Yeah, well, it's a cool song, man. It's like an old Western tale story.
It's inspired. I had a ancestor, and I love this name. Her name was Delilah Keller, And she was born in Indiana, and I saw her grave. She's buried in Oak Dyke, Illinois.
Okay.
And I made up that little story about how she got from Indiana to Illinois. And it's just a little story, a fiction, total fiction. I have no idea.
But it's based on real people.
If she was a runaway bride, all I know is she was born, and she's dead. I've seen her grave.
Yeah, there you go.
She was born. The setting of this is like in the 1840s.
There's
She's like my
there's some in between.
She's like my 3 times great grandmother.
There you go. There you
That's
go.
what that's about.
Sweet. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, musically, I grew up in Houston, Texas, and went to high school with a guy y'all might have heard of named Robert Earl Keane. He and my sister were in the same class. I was 2 years behind him. But anyway, so, he had no influence on me until he made it big in the 80s. I started listening to him. But anyway, I been writing songs since...
Didn't steal your lunch money or anything?
Yeah, he did. No, he didn't. No, my sister knew him. I didn't. But anyway, I started writing songs, I guess, in high school, which would have been about 1975. And I did a few little open mics and performances in college. And then I moved to Lafayette, Louisiana for an oil field supply job. And I was part of a Cajun band for about 6 months. And I don't speak French, and I just played rhythm guitar. And of course, the accordion and the fiddle are the stars of the Cajun music.
Sure.
But I love Cajun music anyway.
Yeah.
So life got in the way, and I just played my guitar on every other Saturday in the bedroom. And back about 2015, 2016, I started getting interested in playing again. And I hung around with I was a big fanboy for Wild Bill, who you know. And so Bill inspired me, actually. Bill and the Lost Knobs. So anyway,
Bill,
hanging
what
around
was his last name? Just so we get
Ogden.
Okay, sweet.
But anyway,
sweet.
he and I are both born in Oklahoma, so we have that. That's all we ever had in common. He's got hair down to his butt, and we don't. Yeah. He does a lot more drugs than I've ever done.
All right. Well, let's get to these guys for some feedback here, because I want to try to get up 2 more people if possible. So some quick feedback, guys.
So I think you were probably playing a little faster because of the time, being courteous of the time constraint. I would slow it down because I think there's a nice cadence to it, and I think you're committed to it being kind of a long, wordy song, so you might as well give the words an easier landscape to live on. I would find rhyming words for the line before the Hell in the Wabash. I wouldn't use Wabash.
Yeah,
on that
I kind of wore that out.
Yeah,
it's the hook.
No. I think the hook is fine. It's the line before where you have Wabash twice.
Okay.
I would find a rhyming word. Personally, what I would have done is I would have found an ash.
Kiss my ass rhymes with Wabash.
Yeah, like it's not a hard. There's a lot of words that rhyme, and so I would probably just leverage that as a place to.
Good point. I've often thought that, but it's stuck in my. It's like.
And I do love the idea of the mule verse. I think that's great. Yeah, like I said, maybe some small kind of just small edits throughout it.
I would appreciate the feedback. That's
detail.
great.
Well, just detail there's a lot of details.
Yes, there is.
I think this is the kind of song where any words you could pull out would make it easier to sing. Yeah. So great work.
Me and Marty Robbins kind of go down that path.
Not bad company.
Yeah.
No, that's not. It's an epic tale.
It is.
So there's a.
But I can do it in 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, and there's a lesson in putting the thing into the song that is necessary. Think about everything that's involved is necessary.
Gotcha.
And it's so some of these other verses won't stand up unless the other story is there
sequential
to build that up. So I think it's a totally fucking wild song.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It's cool. I
appreciate
it's like an epic tale. I feel like I watched an HBO show.
I'll bring some
3.5
more.
minutes. Yeah, the whole series.
I got about 6 Civil War ballads.
Sweet, man.
And you got to find words that rhyme with the battles. Like Chickamauga.
There's also
Kiss My Ass does rhyme with Wabash, so I don't know what else.
Yeah, I could refigure that.
Yeah.
There's I was getting a little worried because whatever. There's not enough songs about bad misogynist men dying in their pursuit of hurting women. So I really like that you took that way because there's enough songs about men being bad to women.
That's kind of why I picked this one because
I liked it.
Most of my other songs are male dominated. Thank you all
All
very
right.
much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so there's two performers, and they both have like large crews here to see them. So I'm going to try to get both of them up, and we may not do any feedback or any. They're both returning, but I want to get them up here, and I want them to get them to play their songs. So, yeah, welcome to the stage, Alex Evans. She's a recurring character, amazing songwriter. Has just blown us away multiple times here.
Close enough.
What's going to be the name of this one?
Wishbone.
Wishbone. Okay. Take it away when you're ready.
Honesty, that huge ask of mine, running roughshod on your weary mind. Then you say, I outgrow a spine, as if I've ever not held the line. Cracking my wishbone, hit by your cyclone. I'm so far from home. Good luck with your next half century. I still have the next half my 20s. Wanted nothing in the land of plenty. Somehow you're the one left empty. Am I stupid? Am I absent from life's lessons, tricks, patterns, probing more? My haunted sacred, what's it for? I was already naked. Ears are ringing, whiplash cyclones. All my high hopes die in chokehold. Only clean break is my wishbone. Love is long gone, love is long gone. Shock stars, explosive endings. Did you feel alone in your pretending? Did I strike a nerve? Tequila kindling, burning postcards we ain't sending. Oh well, to be crushed, it'll be a song, a drink, a rush. But my wishbone sort of touch knows it, and I don't matter much. Ears are ringing, whiplash cyclones. All my high hopes die in chokehold. Only clean break is my wishbone. Love is long gone, love is long gone. Left me in a different country with you are crazy and stupid, honey. That quiet anger, extra mean. Bourbon becomes gasoline. Crying in the nearer sun, praying your cold front would come undone and usher me into open arms and sweet talk down, screaming alarms. But we're parting on a leaving plane. You walk taller, I walk in shame. Far ahead, oh, to hear my name. And a sorry, baby, I'm to blame. Ears are ringing, whiplash cyclones. All my high hopes snuffed by low blows. Only clean break is my wishbone. Love is long gone, love is long gone.
Alex Evans, you're just incredible. We have written some notes down here. Please stick around for a little bit afterwards because we want to share them with you. But just excellent stuff as always.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah,
great,
thank
great
you.
lyrics.
Yeah,
Hey,
great stuff.
I want to say if there's somebody that doesn't get their chance to sing today, if you want to meet me back here, we still want to hear your song, even if we have to switch the stage over. So just come. There's a green room right back here. Just come back here. I'd love to hear your song before we leave.
Absolutely.
If you don't get a chance.
All right, and we're going to have Thomas Pritchett. He's a gold patch winner. Take us out. Yeah. Give it up for Thomas Pritchett.
Thank you guys. All right, we're going to continue the theme of toxic relationships with a song called Beauty Queen.
All right.
to pull your soul into the sky with promises of unrelenting nights. God bless the beauty queen, a sleek and sexy new machine. She'll carry you to starting in the fight. Straight ahead, no up or down or left or right. Only go where, when, and how, she says. God save the drama queen. She gets the pictures on the screen. She does her best work deep inside your head. Every day ends up the same. Show up sober, leave insane. Try to keep your ass up in the sky. Every night turns out the same. Consume the body, burn the brain. Forgive yourself, you built your truth on lies. Lies, lies. Come one, come all, enjoy the fall. You'll know she's happy when she came, she saw, invented laws, and wrote out all her sins. Now splash down, she's ditching this old tin can, praying there's a savior in the wings. Goddamn the drama queen, playing her suicide king. She's royal blood, but doesn't own a thing. Thanks, guys.
Thomas Pritchett, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much to the Sagebrush, Chase and Wayne, Dennis O'Donnell, Marsha McCone, Max on the camera, our producer, Nitin and Anish this week, Winston on sound, Alex behind the bar, sponsors Ear Trumpet Labs. And how loud can this place get for Silas, Lowe, and the one and only Jonathan Terrell. Sorry. Jonathan Terrell, ladies and gentlemen. Please stick around for the two-step lessons.